Slayer, apart from being an 80s thrash metal band and subsequent Halo game mode, is a high-risk, decent reward character who eats meter like I eat Oreo cookies, i.e. a lot. He's a character that can both simultaneously kill you in 2 hits, but also get shit on if the opponent knows how to deal with him. Combine this with a unique dash and bizarre gatlings, and you have a goofy haha character that made Maximilian Dude quit Guilty Gear.
How did that work? My god, look how hard I have to work for my damage. Sweet Jesus. I deserve this. I deserve this for playing this game. I deserve this. This is how it goes. This is what I get for playing this game.
First, I must mention his unique dash, as you'll be using it all the time. Slayer's forward and back dash act as a pseudo teleport. You can hold a second forward or second backward input to increase its distance. It's worth noting that the dash will go through your opponent, and for every frame that he isn't visible, he's invincible. The dash is jump cancelable, which allows for some decent mobility, but what this also means is that you can perform a backdash cancel. You can perform a backdash cancel by jump canceling the backdash, then special canceling the jump. You can practice this in the combo trials, but essentially, you'll need to do the special input as fast as possible to negate the jump. Doing this grants up to 7 frames of invincibility during the startup of any of the specials, which is especially good when paired with his command grab and mop hunch, which I'll get into later. 5P is a jab that acts as a great anti-air and is also good at stuffing your opponent's offense. Be careful as it tends to whiff on crouching opponents. 5K should be treated as a pumped up version of Sagat's standing medium kick. This is a fast +3 on block normal that acts as his premier move in the neutral. Many Slayer players will try to stay within 5K's range, as it also gatlings into 6P and 5H as well. Additionally, this allows you to instant air dash to close the gap. You can also feel free to cancel this into his specials such as Mappa Hunch and Dandy Step. Close Slash and Far Slash will mostly be used together as your primary block string up close. Close Slash is 5 frames fast, making it your best up close button. Go into 6K after for a mix-up, or Far Slash for block string pressure. Far Slash is a poke that is a whopping +6 on block. Use this to frame trap with another Close Slash or 5K, or gatling into 6H for more frame traps or to catch a jump. 5H is mostly used as a long range poke and should almost always be cancelled into something. Otherwise, it's useful in combos. 5D is a standard 5D. It's an overhead that is also unsafe on block. Slayer's is mostly never used as an overhead, however. You'll instead use 5D for combo extensions. More about that later. 6P is the most ridiculous thing that he has. It's a slow but massively invincible move that acts as an anti-pressure tool and as an anti-air. You'll honestly have a very hard time finding what 6P doesn't beat. It wall bounces on regular hit for combos and gives better combos on counter hit. 6K is the go-to overhead for Slayer. It's a relatively fast overhead that puts him in the air. Him being in the air means that he's ground throw invincible during it, and that is the main use of this move. If you land this move on a crouching opponent, you can link it into Close Slash or 2P for combos. If you hold the K input in 6K, Slayer will feint the move, which allows you to perform some throw setups. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but if you don't use 6H at least 30 times in one match, I'm pretty sure you aren't considered a Slayer player. 6H is a forward moving kick that is special cancelable. It is also safe on block up close and plus on block if you do it from a distance. You use this to get in on your opponent or as a frame trap with Dandy Step to under pressure. If you hit the opponent out of the air with this move, it is untechable, granting some very meaty combos. "2P is simply a poke meant to interrupt your opponent's offense, aka use this to mash. 2K is the go-to low option for Slayer. It's got less range than 5K, but is +4 on block for some reason. 2S is your other go-to anti-air due to its active frames and vertical reach. On hit, it grants you a full combo. 2H is another low option for Slayer. It's got great range on the caveat that it is unsafe. Unlike plus R, while it does launch on hit, the odds are that you'll need to spend meter to get any combo from 2H, at least on a normal hit outside the corner. An exception to this is that you can cancel it into dead on time for some good damage. On counter hit, you can combo off of it as a launcher because it launches higher and it makes it untechable. 2D is a sweep that M. Bison likes to do.
This is delicious! Yes!
Done mostly as a combo ender, but you can also make it plus if you space it out enough or hit it on the opponent's wake up. Jump P and Jump K are both air-to-airs that also act as combo fillers. Jump 2K is a combo extender. It can also be used to change your direction in the air. Jump S is mostly used for combos and cross-ups due to its long active frames, but be careful that the multiple hit property is unreliable. Jump H will act as your go-to jump in attack as it has long range and can hit crouchers a lot easier. Jump D is also used as a jump in, but more often than not it is used as your air combo ender. Mappa Hunch, yeah, I don't know why it isn't Punch either, basically acts as Fafnir. You throw it out whenever you want as it's safe on block and sends Slayer across the screen. Use this to fish for counter hits and to get in on your opponent. Dandy Step is essentially a backswing step. The P version is faster but less evasive, and the K version is the exact opposite. Where it gets crazy is the follow-ups, which are all accessed by pressing an attack button during Dandy Step.
Nothing can stop this thing. We've hit it with everything we've got.
Not everything, General. The bomb.
You scare me, Mansley.
Dandy Step P, aka Pile Bunker, is the move you came here to see. In essence, this is a huge damage punch that is used for whiff punishing and baiting counter hits. Do note that this is minus 20 on block, so don't get too crazy with it. If you land the P version on hit, it knocks the opponent back. On counter hit, it wall bounces anywhere on screen. If you land the K version, it wall splats on normal hit. On counter hit, it does this funny tumble animation. Dandy Step K, aka Crosswise Heal, is mostly used as an anti-air. The move sends him airborne, which makes him throw invulnerable again, but you'll mostly use this if the opponent jumps. Dandy Step S, aka Under Pressure, is a fast 0 on block mid that serves as a starter to his mix-up, which we'll get into more detail later. Under Pressure has a follow-up in a move called It's Late. Done by pressing S or H after Under Pressure, it's an overhead follow-up to a follow-up. This move is plus 3 on block and is completely throw invincible. Do what with that information as you wish. Dandy Step H, aka Helter Skelter, is a new move for Xrd. This is a plus 12 on block mid that crosses over the opponent if done close enough. On regular hit, it gives a small combo. On counter hit, it gives a much larger combo. Undertow is a move that was once good in plus R, but not anymore. It's an unblockable attack, one of very few in the game, and while that sounds good, it isn't. This time due to a 39 frame startup. For all of us doing the math, that's a little over a half second to react to it. No, it doesn't have armor either. Blood-sucking Universe is a move you people from Strive should recognize. This is a command throw that heals Slayer a bit and gives him a buff. The buff lasts 3 seconds, but stacks every time you bite the opponent, up to a maximum of 10 seconds. What this does give you is a free counter hit on any overdrive or special move. You can probably imagine the use of this. Footloose Journey is an air-only attack that acts as a combo ender that gives a little bit more damage, but no knockdown. It can also be used to alter your air trajectory. Dead on Time is a big punch that sends Slayer across the screen. It has practically an instant startup, which allows you to do a nasty trick with it. If you dash behind the opponent and do the super instantly, if the opponent wasn't already blocking in the right direction, you will get hit by it. Eternal Wings is his reversal super. On counter hit, you can combo after it. Straight Down Dandy is an air super that allows you to extend combos or end them for a hard knockdown. The whole game plan of Slayer is to get in and stay as close to your opponent as possible. When you're in close range, i.e. close enough to do a throw or close slash, use block strings such as close slash to far slash, or 5k or 2k into P dandy step into under pressure. For mix-up stuff, use either 6k, air dash, or under pressure to It's Late for overheads. For lows, go for 2k. For a throw, do bite. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna explain his Oki setup. When you score a knockdown at close range, immediately go into P dandy step and whiff under pressure. Doing this sets up a 4-way mix-up that is auto-timed to his opponent's wake-up. Fucked up, I know. From here, you can do the It's Late follow-up for an overhead, 2k for a low, bite for a throw, or you can dash through your opponent for a cross-up. Though keep in mind they can actually grab you out of this one. Loop this as many times as you wish and turn this game into Survive the Blender Simulator. At Slayer's medium range, that's about a backdash away, you'll want to use your pokes such as 5k, 6h, Mappa Hunch, 2h, and 2d. You can counterpoke your opponent at this range using 6p, Dandy Step, Instant Air Dash, and sometimes a long forward dash. If you're at far range, don't be. Do remember that 5k, far slash, 6k, 6h at range, 2p, meaty 2d, It's Late, and Helter Skelter are all plus on block, so use them to lock your opponent down. One thing that I should explain further is backdash canceling. I won't lie to you when I say that this may be hard for new players to get a grasp of. Basically, it's as I described, but the hard part is doing the specials. To start, I recommend doing backdash canceling into faultless defense. Doing so will allow you to beat overhead low mix-ups since you don't need a crouch block in the air. Keep in mind that you do need to have meter stored up because you must FD to block a grounded attack from the air. After that, I recommend starting with Mappa Hunch. This is inputted with the input that you're seeing on the screen. Keep in mind that even this will be hard, so just hit up training mode and practice it every once in a while and you'll eventually get it. Now that I've reached the end of my segment, it is worth noting that Slayer doesn't have very many standard Gatlings like other characters. Instead, he has links. Before you panic, these aren't Street Fighter 4 links we're talking about, so you don't need to whip out the plinking stick. It's simply a case of adapting to a different feeling Gatling. Essentially, instead of canceling normals into normals, Slayer oftentimes will land a normal and then link it into another normal to do his combos. Now, this is good and bad. Good because it allows you to confirm your hits much more easy, and bad because sometimes it causes combos to drop. Just try these combos for yourself and get comfortable with these links, and as always, this isn't the definitive article. I encourage you to do your own research and find what works best for you. it to the end of this video. If you have any other characters you'd like to see guides for, do let me know in the comments section. If you have any questions or anything to add, also put it in the comment section below. As for the video, well, that's it. See ya.